See. Okay, we are loud and clear, I believe. Testing, testing. Yeah, we are live. Should be live. Fuck. Alright, welcome everybody to our Rwe F1. This is round 2 at the Circuit of the Americas. And yeah, we just came from an F2 race, which was pretty interesting. A lot of close fighting. Hopefully we get to see this once again. For the F1 race. Here in the commentary booth, I have, for the meantime, I have Wang King, who will commentate with me for the qualifying, and who will try to race for the sprint. Not for the sprint, for the actual race. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at first it looked like we were struggling with the temps a little bit, but now we got 16 drivers, soon enough to be 17. But Coda, I mean, it shouldn't be too, nothing that can't be handled. But yeah, as Chaos said, we did go to this track in F2 cars. I was there racing, fighting for my championship. It's not an easy track in the F2 cars, but it'll be interesting. Not everybody really honestly likes this track. We kind of just do it for nostalgia, just to get America in there. But, you know, at the end of the day, still people don't really like this track, and I can 100% understand why.
Do you also hate it for F1?
Yeah, I don't hate this track. It's just,
like it, but
it's not my favorite, let's just say that. I don't think it's a horrible track. I think it's a pretty okay track, but if I could switch it for something else on the calendar, like if we can go back to Indianapolis, yeah, I'd take Indy. So that's just me personally.
I can understand why you would say that for F2, because F2 you can barely steer with that car, and with those S's and that turn 9 and 8, it's really tricky. But yeah, we'll be on board with Ben, one of the only drivers, only two drivers here for the medium tires, only two, which is Ben and Fleury. We'll be on board with Wen going to turn 1, turns in a little bit to the left now. It's a good exit, stays on the right side, hug that apex right there. We'll come into the S section, turn 4, 5, 6, and he validates instantly. So maybe he has enough fuel to go.
Yeah, I don't know, Baby Pluto's on his hot lap though. I believe he should be the first driver to set a lap time on those FOVs. I remember I was talking to him, and he's not a big fan of this track either. He just struggles with it, especially in time trial. Usually he struggles on every time trial, just trying to go that little bit faster, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the same for Bass. Before we started commentating, he said that he struggles out of turn 9, especially with no CC. I mean, that corner looks like you can take it slow. It should be slow, but actually you can actually take it very fast. Go a lot over the exit, but if you do too much and you go over the curve, you might actually spin and go into the wall, which the wall's right to the left of you, very close. You might just get DNF'd.
Yeah, we've seen that. We saw that in the F2 race, especially with Ben, was one of them I remember. Blue is going to come across the line now, good enough for pole position, or provisional pole, as it's called.
We will now go more with the rank to put all the pressure through. I just didn't realize that you were here, so yeah, we'll just go more with the ranking. Well, I wonder why you were so quiet. Okay, I see 17, so where is Wanking? He's not at the bottom, so he has to be somewhere during his lap time. I'll just stay quiet for you. But Lucas, I think what he just did, it was a practice lap. He'll just start from the back and just do anything he can with the wheel. He's just done a 134.9, so either he's that bad at the wheel or just practicing. Yeah, the times are very close in between the top 5. Yeah. Gotta be careful here with Bassinator. He's setting up fast second sector. But he's out of fuel, so people are going with no fuel. And yeah, Lucas just retires. Ooh, so Bastian validates at the last time. And he crashes into the pit wall. and Wanking has spun, and he's going in reverse, and you're trying to go into the pits. Is that even legal? And you got disqualified, and you got that's technically going in reverse, so it's borderline going in reverse. Everybody on their outlap now. Aiden as well. We'll see if Baby Pluto will come out. It was still. Can we see Pluto taking pole here? Let's see. Or maybe Aiden. Yeah, he just did a fastest for first sector. And hopefully Gating will improve because he's using old tires. Aiden, it's just two old lap tires, unless that's his previous set. Oh, okay. Right, back to Pluto to the last turn. Oh! I told you, 130.1. Ooh, Adam puts himself P3. Aiden in P2. That stays in P5. Daffy in P6. Trolls is going to finish this lap. Jahalti in P6. That was so funny when I saw that. But yep. Hold on. Trying to take a picture of this video. And yeah, that's Baby Pluto in P1, Aiden, and Ben finish out the top 3. Everybody's lining up to the grid, doing their last minute burnouts. And let's see, we'll have to be on board with Pluto as he did really good to put himself in the podium. Alright, those are the lights. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go for the F1 race here at Coda. It looks like Baby Pluto gets a bad start, gets overtaken by both our racing points. He breaks later. Sebastian and Ben Spittle side by side, but Pluto closes in and Aiden takes the lead for this Grand Prix. It looks somewhat clean. Everybody made it through. There is a gap now between the back drivers. Ben Spittles staying where he started. Maybe Pluto losing the position. Aiden with good pace, and there's an incident. There's Haytoner spinning, and Thiago as well. There's an incident here at the S's out of turn 4 and 5. So both drivers here having an incident. Haytoner spins and keeps spinning. Fleury, who I believe he had an incident and they both spin. So incident here between two Colombians and Haze Hunter. Yeah, it's great is being overtaken by Stringy and Lucas already up to P11, but they have a long way up ahead to get into the points. Let's be on board. Let's go on board with 12s, who's right behind Adam, who's lost the position to Vaccinator. Now everything is calmed down a little bit. They're fighting into the slipstream. Jaholti and 12s, teammates here in F2, now in different team for F1. Excuse me. Different teams here for F1. Jaholti, the winner for the feature race at F2, and third place for the sprint race. See what he does here for the F1. Being chased by Dafe. Right behind him is Ferrari. Aiden with the fastest lap, and something happens to Aiden. No, we're getting the lap 3 shenanigans. So pardon me for that scoreboard. For the spectator, we always get that glitch, and we see a Renault pitting of Paredes and Haze Hunter last place. I don't think he must have had. No, he doesn't have any damage. Still having these issues. Everybody type in the chat whoever you think is going to win this race. We have Aiden in the lead, very unexpected, getting a good start. I think it helped with getting a slipstream of his own teammate. Now we're back. We have lost intervals though. Let's go to see Lucas right behind Wanking, both on the same tires. Trying to make these tires last because you can definitely take a lot of positions as soon as the soft runners hit. Lucas will try to open the DRS. We're going to the inside into turn 12. Soon we'll go up ahead, and there's a move by Trolls and Ferrari. They're side by side. Trolls going to turn 13 down to 14. Both have a little moment there. Now into turn 15 and 15. Might get the switch back here. Better exit by Jaholti. Trolls having a little moment there as well in turns 16 and 17. Side by side, but that's Ferrari getting a good traction out of there. It makes the move, not quite. But goes wide, and that makes Dafe get close to him. And side by side, Dafe makes the move here. That's a nice move by Dafe. Now right behind him is Lucas, who's now in P10 without his mediums. I mean, making a lot of ground. And let's go back over with Ferrari, who's looking at Dafe, who's really chasing the two drivers ahead. Don't know who else to be on board with. There is a fight. There's two set of trains, and Ferrari already used his batteries all the way down to 3%. And remember, guys, he does not have any setups. He forgot to choose a setup, and we get their first penalization, pen for Bastinator. Yeah, it's Trolls who's creating that train, and there's also Adam right behind this group here of Aiden. So interesting here with the bursting points of Aiden and Benzbetos. They'll have to work together, and maybe Aiden has to pit first, and Adam getting a move that easy. And that's Jaholti also having a look on Trolls, his teammate in F2. Makes the move on. Dafe locks up a little bit. And yeah, Jaholti just pulls away. Let's go back on board with Jaholti. And it's Fleury and Thiago fighting once again. I think they had an incident before. They're fighting Ghost up ahead. They're side by side. I don't think Thiago has any damage, but they're still fighting. Thiago with the counter line. And nope. Cannot make the move done. That's the Hessa up ahead. Now looking at Ghost. Let's be on board with Adam once again, who's struggling to keep up with the cars ahead. He had the move done on Passionator into turn 11, but not quite. Or turn 12, I mean. So right behind us is Dafe as well. Looking at Trolls, and here's where Lucas needs to make the move as soon as possible. So the less laps he goes with these tires, with more positions overtaken, it's much better for his strategy. Yeah, you can see the lights of Ferrari flashing. I see he's completely out of battery. Oh, Ferrari just overtook Wanky once again. Yeah, Ben and Batchelor, the ones who just pitted, and who's that? That's Thiago who spun. Thiago spun. Not a good race for him. Unfortunately for him, he might have to pit for a new set of tires and hope for a safety car at the end. He lets Ghost go. That's a nice move here by Thiago. But yeah, not a very good race for Thiago. Fortunately for him, man. Hopefully he comes back later. And Thiago spins once again. He might just decide to retire here or not. Might just retire. Yeah, his tires are done, man. Very, very fortunate for him. Well, if he wants to retire, he shall retire into the pits. Yeah. Now Aiden decides to pit. Jahalti does so too. Troll stays out, and now it's up to Lucas to suffer through that frustration of trying to pass him. Yeah, Jahalti did not want to deal with no more, so it's time for a new fresh set of rubber. Yeah, fortunately for Thiago, let's see if he decides to pit. Did he? Maybe. Yeah, he's just cooling down his tires. I think what he'll do is hope for a safety car. I think he still needs to push, if he doesn't want to get lapped. Adam, I believe these drivers now in the top 4 will have to pit, and now it's up to Wang and Lucas to pull away with those medium tires. They really need to get, especially Lucas, he really needs to get Trolls out of the way by turn 12, and that's Thiago retiring in the pits, or just crashed. Did he crash? Or did he? Not sure, I think he just retired. But yeah, unfortunate for Thiago, who had a bad race. I think he had an incident, and Trolls and Lucas, they touch. I believe there is some damage. Lucas might get a puncture. I did see some stuff leaving, but I don't see Trolls with damage, so I might be getting that bug. It looks like he is on the steering, and yeah, Thiago just leaves the lobby. Unfortunate for him. So far, we're only seeing one incident report so far for F2. We might get another one here. Maybe put a decisive pit, and Adam going for that longer strategy of extending his first stint and going for the mediums and extending that as well. Could have worked for him. Could work for him actually if he decides to save more than he's doing right now for the second stint. Gonna take a water break for now. So yeah, this is your commentator SCR Chaos here in lap 10. If you're just joining, we've had a somewhat of a still very clean race, only lap 1 incident. A lot of fighting, well, a lot of people following each other. That is Daffy trying to follow maybe Pluto, but I saw another Red Bull, that's Stringy, who still hasn't pitted. And I believe he's on the same fight, same strategy with Trolls, so that's the tire he has to look on, and Ben Spittle's trying to overtake Trolls here. They both look up of the Red Bull. Both Rebels, and they were look up, and oh wow, that's big. Already there to avoid the Ferrari. We'll go for the inside move, locks up, and goes to dive bomb, and yeah, makes the move done. But that's for the position, so I believe he has to pit now. If not, that's too late. Adam doesn't pit. Adam's still run, so he's definitely going for that medium tire. And have that advantage against the others who pitted earlier in lap 8. Let's see Stringy. Stringy does decide to go, and I believe either Adam will spin or just get a puncture, or will have a very bad race towards the end, because with the mediums you can pit again for the softs. 10 laps remaining. So not too sure what Adam's doing there. It will only work if there's a safety car, but at this pace of the race, at this stage, a lot of fighting. Daffy looking at all of this, he's just preserving his tires. As Adam does have fresh tires, but the whole team, I believe he's just wasted his tire life trying to overtake Adam and try to defend off Daffy as well. Yeah, it's now between Aiden and Lucas. Ben trying to make a move on Lucas. Lucas trying to defend it, and we see some yellow flags. That is Grade A spinning once again. And yeah, Ben makes the move for P1. With a fresher set of tires. we haven't had even a VSC yet, including also knowing that we had an incident lap 1 by 2 drivers in the back. So yeah, nothing else going on apart from Adam and Jalti still going at it. Turn 14 and Aiden gets a penalty once again. Oh, Adam has a moment there. Now it's up to Daffy and Adam to fight it out, as Jalti will pull away naturally from that medium tires, as it's faster than the hards here, the wet line tire, compared to the yellow line tire. That is baby Pluto following Bashinator, as Pluto does carry fresher tires than Bat's, only 2-lap difference. And with this S section and this high downforce part of the track, it will catch up easily. Let's look at Wanking. Wanking now slowing down as people who pitted who were on the softs, yeah, they now have faster tires. Would be interesting to see how these hard tires will be. And now everybody's penalizing, so let's check on the penalties as baby Pluto opens the DRS. As I was yawning there, as I'm falling asleep, not because this is boring, but I'm just very tired. But yeah, so we have Ben Spittle with 6 seconds, Lucas 3 seconds, Aiden as well. Wank and Bass both the same with 9 seconds, and then 2 spots down as what happened here? Oh, Jaholti and Adam. Oh, they're having a moment there. Adam just spins a little bit. Let's go over with Duff to see that. As I say, Adam with 3 seconds, Jaholti with 3 seconds. Ferrari and Trolls with 3 seconds, 9 seconds, or the 9 seconds at the back. But yeah, let's go over with Daffy, who has the view of this fight, as they had a touch there. And Lucas is falling behind from Ben, so it's time to pit for him as well. I think if they put on, maybe if the medium tires that are old tires, if they hold off for 3 more laps or more, they can easily put at soft tires. So medium soft for them could be the strategy. Welcome everybody in chat. Hope you all enjoying this race. Hello, Pablo Mexico. Commentator SCR Chaos, commentator here for you in F1. Yeah, once again here the Red Bull is the only closest fight that we have so far. We do see Bastinator and Wanking and maybe Pluto. Bastinator looking for a move here into turn 12. Will he try to break deep? Side by side, and he will get a better traction here. He's running with 20-second time penalty, and looks like Wang will try to survive this turn 14, now to 15, and Bastinator is ahead. And I believe he pushed him wide, but we'll see if that's worth an incident report. Everybody in the chat try to predict the winner here. It looks really clear who will be, as we don't have Runhard or Crispy for this afternoon. Aiden with the fastest lap, so he's really going for it, as they both overtook the racing point. So the last thing that the racing point would need is a safety car, as we only have one DNF. Now it's up to baby Pluto and once again as they overtook Wanking, who hasn't pitted yet. As I mentioned before, Wanking and Lucas are the ones who need to stretch these medium tires all the way to lap 18 or maybe 19, and they could pit for the soft tires. And if they have saved 2 tires, I mean, they can put it on, and if there's a safety car, they'll have another fresh set of softs. The hards are the slowest, but they will last longer, and when they do last longer towards that end stage, they'll work just fine. Will be faster than everybody else with slower tires or old tires. Couple older drivers pitting. Ben Spittle decides to pit and respond to Lucas and Ben Spittle and Wanking pitting for softs. So this neutralizes that threat. But he does lose positions to Daffy. It's up to Aiden to respond to that and everybody else to respond to that. Ben Spittle gets another penalty. You'll board with Ben and Daffy, see what happens here. hates when they're getting another penalty. Now they want more. So people are seeing that people are pitting, so they're now pushing to respond to that. Yeah, Ben tries to go for the switchback, and yeah, he gets better traction, and just makes it look easy on Daffer, and Daffer will let him go. Now, this is what the hard runners do not want. They wanted the mediums to stay out. If they didn't and pit for softs, their strategy would be worthless. We do see some yellow flags with Greatest pitting once again. That is Greatest retired. Could we see a safety car? That's a DNF out of turn 9. VSC, we have a VSC, guys. That is the first full course yellow flags, and that is a virtual safety car. So no overtaking allowed, and drivers must drive at 40% race speed. And this is the time for everybody to pit. Yeah, Aiden basically getting a free pit stop, jumps his own teammate. Aiden is up here for the win. Baby Pluto does the same thing. Well, not anymore. The one that really benefited this is Ben, Aiden. Could we see team orders here or let them fight? Well, Ben won that one. So let's see who has more penalties. Well, Baby Pluto gets a drive-through for speeding in the pit lane, so that is his race done for Baby Pluto. And Wanking, something happens to Wanking. I think he crashed into the pit wall. So Wanking having both incidents in the pit wall. One getting disqualified in the qualifying, and one crashing out in the race. Now, the race is pretty much over for Baby Pluto as he has a drive-through penalty, so that will bump everybody up position. He has to serve it now as the VSC is done.
Yeah, that VSC really did spice things up. Yeah, especially for my race. Goes with the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Aiden is just cruising, not feeling pressured by his teammate, and TCT Lucas just not exactly really close enough to Ben to close that time. Unless Ben somehow gets another 3-second time penalty, then that will drastically change things, especially for Lucas. But still, Lucas getting on the podium at all, very good from him. Both Lucas and I, we started very low down in a pot of 10. Lucas was in 15th, and he was really just pushing and also saving tires as well.
Yeah, I mentioned before in the stream that both of y'all did a both of y'all were doing a very good race because y'all went for the turn-into strategy, and when you came out for your second stint, both of y'all were the points. I think Lucas was 9th and you were 10th, so that was a good result for the first stint.
Oh yeah, we in those softs were only getting faster and faster. It was a very good strategy. It was definitely the way to go, without a doubt.
And we're seeing another teammate battle, and that is Baby Pluto and Jaholti. Have they served their penalties, their drive-throughs?
Yeah, Jaholti has 6, Big Pluto has 3. Big Pluto's gonna go for the dive. He has no ERS though. He's not gonna be able to get enough traction out of that corner, possibly going for a little dive here. It's very risky, but he's not gonna be close enough. Oh, I didn't.
We are in the last lap.
I didn't realize. I looked up and I saw 28 to 28. I was like, huh?
Happened really fast. Let's see if Pluto wants to get that P7, not because of penalties. Well, first of all, let's see penalties.
Also, he has to worry about
yeah.
Fascinator. Fascinator has 12 seconds with the penalties. Pluto only has 3, so he is within 9 seconds of Bats. So it looks like Pluto, if he can just hold it here, he's going to get a strong P6. But after Pluto's drive-through penalty, I know that he was very frustrated with the drive-through. He did he did an amazing qualifying time, but just that VSC really screwed him over. I know that driving under VSC For me personally, it's not difficult, but I understand how it can be very difficult. You know, you're trying to get the best restart as possible to get as much time gained on that other person as you possibly can. Just try and get the move done. But Baby Pluto's not going to be close enough. Both teammates have the same amount of energy. They're pretty much out. You can see Jahalti's red blinking light right there. But Rwe F1 crosses the line, takes P1 with Ben Spittles, his teammate, in P2. DCC Lucas good enough for P3, an amazing comeback drive, an amazing strategy from him. SCR Daffy is going to be next across the line though, good enough for P4 from him. Adam, I know Adam's pretty strong at this track as well, good enough for P5. Bassinger will come across the line P6, but his penalties at the end of the day are going to affect him. Both Mercs moving up, Big Pluto moving up 2 positions, Jahalti moving up 1. Ferrari has 12 seconds with the penalties, is going to come across the line in P9. Wells has 27 seconds worth of penalties. My oh my, that is a hefty amount of penalties.
Yeah, very average race. There was a lot of fighting at the very beginning, but after that second stint and their strategies, yeah, everything got spread out. 12 with 27 seconds. How did he get 27 seconds?
I don't know. He's not going to be able to finish the race though. He's going to retire the car.
Oh, he got disqualified. No, he got disqualified. Oh.
Well, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, let me invite Lucas.
Yeah, you all know to just include El Audio.
Mate, I don't know how I got P2 at my shittest rank.
Include my audio.
You can do the interviews ranking if you want.
Yeah, sure. You can do Lucas's.
Mighty ranking.
Alright, Lucas incluyó el audio. Te voy a preguntar en inglés y después traduzco. Lucas, you had a very good race. You came back, starting from the back, doing the alternative strategy. Just got a message by Lucas, see what he says. Oh, okay. He says that he has no mic. So yeah, we'll move on to Ben.
Yeah, Ben Spittle starting in P3, just holding it on, going for the 2-stopper, including when, just an all-out good race, especially for BWT Racing Points. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it was a good race, obviously. 1-2 for me and Aiden. 1-2 for the BWT Academy lads. Basically, I started off well, got past Pluto, then I got past Aiden at the start, and then I undercut onto the mediums. I got a pretty good gap, got stuck in traffic. Aiden caught back up, and then my medium pace was just not good. And then, when did you get past me, Aiden?
Under VSC.
Oh yeah, I got absolutely wanked by the game. Aiden got the benefits of the VSC, so yeah, and then the penalties here. Oh god, track limits and here. It's shit. It's dreadful. Yeah. Other than that, it's good to finish P2 at my worst track. Yeah, it was well done to Aiden on the win.
Yeah, good race. Now moving on to our race winner, Rwe F1 winning at the home Grand Prix. How do you feel about that?
Dude, honestly, I'm excited. I won the my home Grand Prix. It feels good. It's been a while since I've won a race. I knew Ben was giving me a tough challenge. I was a little worried there, but that like he said, that VSC that came through, it couldn't have had better timing. I dove in the pits, and as soon as I hit the pit limiter, VSC comes out as I was going for an undercut, and it was just the perfect timing. I felt like a decent race. I made a couple mistakes here and there, but nothing that really cost me a lot of time. Just a couple attempts here and there, but yeah, it was a great race. Following Ben for most of it, and knowing everyone had penalties, it was going to be a race for basically how quickly you could finish the race ahead of everyone else who had penalties. But no, I'm happy with the result. Thinking about hanging up my racing shoes. Finish on a win.
Yeah, you gotta drink out of them first.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Maybe not today. I'm wearing socks only, so I don't know if I'll drink out of my socks.
Why not? It'll work.
Yeah.
Extra juicy.
Yeah, but that's gonna be it for USA. Next week, we will be racing again for F2 and F1 at the same times on Saturday. I believe, I don't remember what track. Is it Canada, is it?
Yes.
Yes, next week is Canada. But for now, that'll be it for RWE.
Cheers.